golden arm, because you're good at what you do.
So when it comes to these tests, again, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, this morning, taking another test. Today is June 8th, 2022, and we in this test booth again, back at it again. This is like a shabby job. I mean, this is not a small job. It's a big job, but it's a small company. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of EAS. It's a decent sized company. It's heavy industrial, so that tells you everything. But in this particular situation, we have a QC, but he's not a QC. Let's see if we can take a look around and see what we got. So as you can see, this is actually what we call being on the line. These are fab shop guys. This is the fab shop. Everybody's doing their own thing, getting work done. And I'm one of the contractors coming in, and nobody's paying attention to anything. They don't care how you prep your pipe. We got schedule 40 stainless this morning, and we got schedule 40 2-inch 60-10. You know, you gotta love that 60-10. 70-18 to root out. Now, it's been a while since I did. I think my last test was 2020. But hey, business as usual. Hey, another day in office. Again, business as usual, another day in office. As you can see, when I was prepping my pipe, this right here, this vice clamp is all tore to hell. It don't work. It's sliding in and out. So sometimes when you get the jobs like this, you got to do what you got to do. It doesn't matter how you really do it, long as you do it safe to your standards, where you're not going to get hurt, nothing like that. But for the most part, you just do it the way you want to do it. This QC don't want to see a fit up. He just want to see the ending result. But this is what I did. I barely put a bevel on it. And what I like to do, this is what you call a landing. For those of you who don't know, you go to the top of the pipe, and what I do, I put my 1/8 rod right on the edge of it, just to make sure it's the same width of the landing. And if you got that same width of the landing, you're good. You check it all the way around. You go all the way around your pipe, because one of the most important things when it comes to stick welding, using that 6010, I use 90 amps. And when it's schedule 40, I use a little bit loose. I'll use a 332 gap, maybe just a loose 332 gap, or a tight 332 gap. Either or. What I'm going to use for this test, I'm going to butt this 2-inch schedule 40 pipe right up to this 332 wire, and I'm going to go with it. Just like that right there. Now, when you're doing anything over schedule 40, like schedule 80 and higher, you got to use a 1/8 gap. I don't care what you say. What's going to happen is it's going to close up on you. For this schedule 40, 1/8 landing, 332 gap, 90 amps is perfect for me. But yeah, we back at the booth. We're doing it again. Not too far away from home. The pay is not that great, but we are getting per diem in the mid-30s. Good for me. So, like I always tell y'all, if you want to learn these techniques, you know somebody that's trying to get into the field, send them to ChrisTaner.com. Get the welding tutorials. It's more in-depth. Hey, can't put a price on your future. Let's go. And also, a lot of the time, these companies never have their shit together. I had to find a rod caddy and plug it up. Now I'm going to have to put the 7018s in the oven. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. I ain't gonna say that. They've been so well ready. Yeah, but they ain't ready for the test. The guys that's coming to take the test. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. But it's like that sometimes. You can't let it get you worked up. But when you first start off, stuff like this ain't gonna round you up. It ain't gonna ruffle your feathers. But as you get as you get more experience in the field, stupid stuff like this rile you up. Get y'all wound up and ruffled up. Because you're here to take a test. I've been here an hour already. And they ain't ready for it well. They're not ready for nobody to take a test. One thing, it look good, don't it? When you approach it, it look good, huh? You can tell it's uniform enough. But when you get up on it, the other side is a little, you definitely can tell I was a little wiggling. But like I said, it's all good, man. You know, it's all good. Get it, how you live it, as long as you pass, that's the main thing. But every test is not going to be perfect. You might be a jam up welder, but every test, it's always something. Whether you feel like you forgot something, you don't think you're as sharp as you are, at some point in time in your career, you're going to get to that point where you feel like, man, am I on top of my game? What's really going on? And what's happening is it's simple. Your mind is starting to go other directions. You start to think of other things. For some people, an exit path. For some people, maybe going up in management, turning into a QC or whatever type of supervision, or just becoming whatever, something else. But you're gonna come to that stage in your career where it feels like, you know, damn, should I call it quits? I'm not saying I necessarily feel like that, but sometimes this whole weld test taking thing, it gets so redundant, and I mean, you just get bored with it, man. You know, I've been doing it well over 10 years, and sometimes they say every 10 years you want to either go up in whatever career path you're in, or get out of it. That's what some people say. But in construction, I can definitely see why people say that, because, you know, welding is not hard, but if you've been doing it ever since you was a teenager and you in your late 30s, I mean, it's like, whoa, this is year after year, day in, day out, hours unlimited. Sometimes you feel like, man, you feel like you're just losing a little bit of yourself in terms of, it's time for me to do something different. But I'm never going to leave you guys behind. I'm always going to be doing tutorials. The daily grind. Welders welding. Business as usual, right? Booths, as far as you can see, you see booths. But yeah, I'm pretty much done today. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the video, whatever that could have happened, happened. I mean, as you can see, I was over there in the corner. That's where I started off this morning. But the machine would cut off. I mean, I'm in the middle of a weld, and it just go to zero. I mean, I was pretty fortunate to have a QC that really didn't give a damn. All he wanted was the test done, and he gave me a new coupon. And sometimes that doesn't happen. I mean, sometimes it's like they just don't understand why something went wrong. It should never go wrong. We all know that is not reality, not in the real world. And I mean, it was just a disaster this morning. But we got moving. Me on these old machines here, one of these old machines. Yeah. It's been years since I welded or worked with one of them, but I pretty much had to figure it out. I mean, it's just as you see it. It's not hard bad. But when I started, let's see if we can find it. It had a remote plugged up to it. That remote right there. Let's put it over here. So the QC bring me up here, just point at the machines and say, find your leads. I said, okay. So I get to it and realize, okay, I see a remote on the other side of the booth, but why isn't it working? I had to unplug it from here because it was no good. And then from there, I had to go on a witch hunt to figure out whose leads is whose and which is which. And the point I'm telling you is this, because, hey, it's not always perfect. Whenever you're just getting out of school and you're so eager and you think everything's going to be in order, and once you get to the test booth, your ride's going to be here and everything's going to be in order. No, absolutely not. This morning, I came in, and this is nothing uncommon to me, but nowadays, people have machinery. They can put the bevel on your coupon. Can be a bunch of uneven pipe. Well, 4 pieces, 2 coupons. Said put the bevels on it and have at it. I was like, wow, it's been a while since I did, my own bevel. Which it all came back. They could at least make the cut straight, right? Yeah. But yeah, all this stuff, you tend to have this in the field. And it's getting worse and worse, year by year. Craftsmanship is going down. People just don't really care. They just don't really care, That's what it boils down to, people just not really caring about nothing. It's all about how much money I can make, what I can get, how I can do for me. But, people in the hetero structure should also realize that, hey, you got people that's there trying to be productive, and they're not in a negative mind frame. You got to do your job. to provide the material they need and the atmosphere they need to get the job done. But in today's time, man, this is the industry is turning into shit. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, workers out there, it's plentiful, but to some guys, that could be a good thing. In terms of, like when I started, the QC was hard at it. I mean, you couldn't use grinders, you had to use files. I mean, whatever you could think of. I mean, it was tough asses in the field. I mean, the foreman was a foreman. The general foreman was a general foreman. The job was already walked down. Everything was figured out. Nowadays, it's like Mickey Mouse. It's a circus. You go in here and you know, it's a joke. But I don't want to go on and on and on. The test is done. Stainless, 2-inch stainless, schedule 40. 2-inch carbon, schedule 40, 60-10, 70-18, and we got it done. We got it done. A couple times I started to just leave. I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, I got other things to do also, but it's always about balancing things out. You can get money one way, quicker than what you can do on your own personal projects. Hey, go the fastest route. And yeah, it's all good. Living the dream, man. Man,